What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Coach Plays. Wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody had a great one. Hope everybody was able to enjoy it with their families. Hope everybody was able to be safe. But we are back and ready for some Monday Night Football to put a bow on Week 16 in the NFL. Between the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 8-6, 4-3, right there in the playoff hunt. They definitely don't need to take a loss here tonight as they go on the road to Indianapolis to face the Colts, who are 4-9-1 and also 2-4 at home. We got 15 people in the house already. As you come in, hit those thumbs up and tell us in the chat, A, who you're rooting for, or B, who you're betting on if you are putting a little bit of cash on this game. Bill says, I am rooting Colts. Win the game tonight. What's up, Bill? Appreciate you being here. Jose says, just hoping for a good game today. Me and you both. I don't really have a dog in the hunt outside of me betting, so I will pull up my bets here and let you know what I'm in on today and let you know what I'm looking for. So I definitely got a dog in the hunt simply because of the betting. All right, so my big bet of the night, I took the Chargers to win and Justin Herbert to have 200 passing or more yards. And then I've got a same game parlay, Austin Eckler over 35.5 yards receiving, the Chargers to win, Justin Herbert over 225 passing, Michael Pittman Jr. over 50 yards receiving, and Josh Palmer over 40 yards receiving. That is a $10 bet, wins me 106. I would be very happy to see that one bust for us tonight. As always, guys, I will put in, we will go back and forth from this scene to this scene. The game cast will be pop up here. Our live, I can go ahead and get this chat live for us real quick. Let's go ahead and do this. Pop out chat. Copy. There we go. So our game chat is up there. I'll get the game cast up as well. And as the game gets started, I will pipe in the game audio for you guys. Looks like we're getting close to kickoff, so we're just waiting on that at the current moment. 15 people, guys, in the house, only 5 thumbs up. If you would, hit those thumbs up. It really does. It helps support the video. It helps support the live stream, and it helps out our channel a whole lot, guys. Dusting off a little bit there. Coach Hallen in the house, Hall of Fame member.
Glorious. We're not worthy. The show goes on.
Show goes on. Allen's got him a nice little same game parlay as well. Looks like we're gearing up for kickoff here soon. As soon as they cut out some of that music. Carver family in the house, team member. What's up, Carver family? All right, so we're going to pipe in this game audio now. Getting ready for kickoff.
So the Colts get the ball, and that means that Nick Foles will get his start right now with Sam Ehlinger, his backup, and Matt Ryan. Not only isn't the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis
That much just worn out. I hear you. So is Dudley. So this one is kicked off. Colts get it to open up the game, and they will return it out to about the 26-27.
And the return of 31 yards, and here comes Nick Foles, and we'll give you more info about Nick, who's starting for his 6th different team.
Turn that down just for that little music. So Nick Foles starting for the Indianapolis Colts. Me personally, I always felt that they should have made this decision a lot sooner. I feel like he's probably the best quarterback on the roster. Handoff to Moss will be good for about 3.
Picks up a couple, and that's the way the Colts start their evening.
Well, we said it coming into this game. The reason that he is taking over as the starter is because of the Colts' inability to get any big plays down the field. And not only have they not gotten them through the air, they haven't even really attempted them. It's all been about running the football. They've had a hard time protecting and all that goes with that. But there does come a time.
Colts come out with 2 wide receiver set and a 2 tight end set to the right. Foles looking to the tight end in the flat. Hits him. Alec Cox to gain of a couple. Will bring up a 3rd and short.
Michael Davis out there making the stop, so 3rd down and 5 coming up. See where he ranks. Throws 20-plus yards since 2019. The attempts per game, the completion percentage. So the numbers don't really back up this whole narrative of, well, Foles is a deep shot guy, so that's what we're going with.
He's not Darryl LaMonica.
So 3rd and 5 to open up this first drive for the Colts. They get a tight end in motion into a trips bunch set to the right. Condensed formation. Foles fires in the middle, and that one should have been picked off. And it's going to be a 3 and out.
Right there, and he can't believe he didn't get a takeaway. Alec Pierce, the rookie wide receiver, was the target, and that's a break for Foles.
Well, who's this on? Is it on Alec Pierce, he's gonna throttle it down, and then
Get this game cast up for you guys.
Him to stay on the move. So he's reading to the right. He comes back to Pierce then on his second read. And, you know, you'd expect zone that he's going to throttle. I would tend to agree with what Pierce did, but a lot of offense. In a lot of ways, this is
So 3 and out for the Colts. And like say, Foles lucky he did not throw a pick there. This one hops and then a return. Nice little return, a gain of about 15. And Chargers take over at their own 35. What's up, Jose? Says need a big game for Pittman. Pittman is in one of my same game parlays. I think I need him over 40 yards receiving. So I would be totally fine with seeing a Pittman have a big game. Muted that just for a moment due to their music. Now popping it back in.
Early in the season, he's still wearing protection on the ribs. And he's got a lot of weapons with a tight end. Everett, Williams, Carter,
Getting
Allen,
this spam out.
and Eckler. There's a lot of ways to go. He starts on a toss, and Eckler broke one tackle and is able to cross the 35 as he picks up 4.
That is one element when you talk about this offense and Justin Herbert and kind of, you know, being able to take it to the next level is, can they create a little more balance? Can they run the football? When Herbert came in as a rookie,
So second down.
very well. He threw the ball 40 times.
Eckler back in.
He threw the ball decent. He threw the ball 40 times, and then this year he's second in the NFL in pass attempts per game.
Quick throw, Keenan Allen will pick up a gain of about 6.5. It will bring up a 3rd and 1.
But a lot of these weapons that you talk about, Joe, it is a good situation. You never want to play without your 2-star wide receivers in Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, but the fact that they've had 2 tonight, as Lisa Salters talked about, others have had opportunities.
Handoff, and that is Kelly, and he is short. Wow.
Buckner, the first guy there, and that brings up 4th down, and DeForest Buckner has played great all season.
So instead of going to Eckler, they go to Kelly, and he gets a loss of 1, and that's going to now be a 3-and-out for the Chargers.
We got DeForest Buckner right here. He just beats the right guard, Zion Johnson, I'm sorry, and just no contest. He's right back there in order to make a play, and then off the edge as well, and just what started out as a promising.
So punting from their own 43. Both offense is a little sluggish as that gets fair caught at the 15.
Fair catch by Dallas Flowers, a 42-yard punt. The Colts.
So that gets us to a commercial break, our first one of the night. We would normally kind of talk a little bit about some box scores, but this, like say, is still early, so there's not a whole lot to talk about there. But I mean, they're high on Kelly. They like his skill set that he brings to the team, but you would like to, on a 3rd and short, have it in one of your best playmakers' hands as far as an Austin Eckler. They do not pick up the sticks, and just like that, they had to punt. So we will wait until the commercial break comes back. Steve has just decided to subscribe to the Coach Plays Shout Out Bank. Big shout out to you, Steve. Appreciate you very much. As we are now back with this game audio. They will stop that music. Should be good now. Big shout out to you, Steve. Appreciate you for subscribing. Welcome to the team. Let us know who you're rooting for. Trip set to the right for the Colts. Nick Foles play action. Try to hit a quick hitch. Now double clutches and finds his tight end for a gain of 15. He tried to take the really quick hitch, just kind of trying to fight a little spacing concept, but they drove down on it hard. He gets out of that next read, and he has his tight end coming on an inside dig route. It's good for a first down. He pushed that dig route to 10 and puts it out in front where his receiver is going and gets a good good completion there. Good job by Nick Foles coming off his first read. They get an extra lineman in, and Moss will get a gain of about 5. Extra lineman popped in there as a tight end sniffer set. They motioned him out, and that was a big load going for the end there.
The Chargers really liked coming into the draft. He was a former college quarterback. He's huge. And that big body is starting to figure it out. And if you're Nick Foles, you might want to look for a guy who's 6'7", crossing the middle.
Pretty amazing, really. When he was coming out of high school, Joe, he was a dual-threat quarterback. Yeah. It's
So 2nd and 5.
50 pounds, and he wasn't quite that
Twin
heavy
set
back.
to the left.
He moved the tight
Receiver
end.
and a wing to the
They
right.
transferred over to Virginia, but
And play action. Foles throws out to the flats. He's got his tight end again.
Woods, 17 yards from Nick
Foles right now liking
20 catches
the
over.
tight ends in this offense.
Yeah, he's got 4.5 speed, considering how big he is. Starts on the opposite side of the formation, is able to come across.
Coach, you think the Tennessee-Jacksonville gets flexed into one of the 2 Saturday games? Yeah, I can see that. I think it gets flexed probably into one of the night games just due to, I think, unfortunately, it's going to have the most it's going to mean the most out of all those NFL games that weekend. So I think there's a good chance of that, Volcano.
Nice carry on first down, got 6.
Well, Zach Moss, he got his opportunity last week with Jonathan Taylor going down, and he had 24 carries in that game, and that devastating loss to Minnesota. That was a career high for him. And Deion Jackson had a fumble late in that game. I don't know how much we're going to see of Deion Jackson, but it appears that Moss is going to
Volcano says the Colts are garbage. It has been a bad year for them, 4-9-1.
Up and down on their roster this season is in the lineup.
I would say that head coach is on the hot seat. Foles in the pocket, steps up, now takes a shot down the field, but no one was home. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And that stopped that route. Pressure by Kyle Van Noy forced that throw, and it brings up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, played pretty well, and then with the pressure, but it's the Jelani Woods hour so far that they're going to see what they're able to do. But like I said, not only with Jelani Woods, but when you look at guys like Michael Pittman, he's 6'4". Alec Pierce is 6'3". You've got another guy, Mike Strawn, who hasn't got a lot of opportunities, but he's 6'5".
So 3rd and 4.
Just put it up.
Ball is at the 42 of the Chargers.
An opportunity, and you can tell that that's the mindset that Foles has tonight.
Foles fires for a deep corner route just over the hands of his tight end, Cox.
He was wide open. It brings
And now it brings up, like say, a 4th and 4.
Go for it, it appears, on 4th down.
Boy, very physical at the point of attack by Cox there.
You know, Foles, that's a ball that he definitely would
But he
like to
just
have
missed
back
him.
because he was able to win coming off the line of scrimmage. If you're just able to lay that just a little bit more.
What's up, Jacob?
It's a missed opportunity, and now going for it here on 4th down.
Unfortunately, I mean, I honestly did like a vlog style of it, but I just didn't post the vlog simply because the Titans lost. It pissed me off. I mean, it was fun. It was very cold. It was fun, but unfortunately they did not win. Wow, that referee just walked back. Boy, I think that's a terrible spot. Yikes, I think that's a terrible spot.
Yeah, he comes out of that. He's right about at the sticks, and he just did not give himself any leeway whatsoever, and then he works.
Are the Steelers still in a chance to clinch a playoff spot? Really? I didn't think they would have a chance. I did not think so. We went to a commercial break now, guys. As it looks like the Chargers are going to take back over. We need to beat Baltimore and the Browns. Y'all wouldn't win the division, would you? No, you're definitely not winning the division. The Bengals, of course. They're 11-4. In the hunt. Gosh. Titans are on the bubble now. That's so trash, man. Steelers right there. On the bubble. They're at 6-9. I didn't think y'all be able to get in. Wow. You would be hoping that, like, I would say, honestly, you would need a Chargers to lose tonight and Miami to continue to lose for y'all to be able to find your way in. You need a Miami to continue to lose. Still definitely an uphill climb, it looks like. Yeah, Jose, the Jags have improved all year. Sucks for us Titans fans, but yes, they have. Yeah, that'd be a big turn of events, Jacob, if the Steelers can make it in the postseason. I had no clue that they even had a chance, if we're being honest. But they keep winning as of late. That's what happens. I mean, that's what the Jacksonville Jaguars have done. I mean, even the Packers sitting in there with a chance to continue and make the postseason with the way that they've been playing.
Coach, here's another look at Alec Pierce and where he makes the grab.
So I'm thinking Jeff Saturday is challenging this spot, and I thought that it was a first down catch. They are challenging it. I thought it was a terrible spot.
But when you break this down with technology, we got great shots of it. When the ball is in the basket near the belly, and when he's first touched, I think he's got a first down by.
Yeah, that was a late comeback win, of course, over the Raiders. I took the Raiders to win that one, and then Steelers win it at the end. So yeah.
Did not make it appear to be nearly as close as what we all thought when at the time that it happened. I just don't know that there's enough there that they're going to be able to overturn it.
You see where the official puts his foot down. That was way behind where the ball was actually caught.
Yeah, he was not using that progress spot when he came in. Uses the cross field.
Yeah, I am, Jacob. I think we're getting very close to start streaming some NBA games.
Well, the crowd's reacting because the offense is back out there for the Colts. We'll hear from.
You're going to the Cavs and Warriors? Awesome. Honestly, Jacob, I thought long and hard, do I stream this game or do I stream the Cavs Nets game? But I ultimately went with the Monday Night Football. But yeah, we're going to be starting to stream some NBA games soon.
Please set the game clock to 8:47. 8:47 on the game clock, please.
So Jeff Saturday, he was
Start kind of posting some NBA videos as well.
TV guys getting the old replay game.
It was all that time spent in the green room with him.
Exactly. He's 3 out of 4.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, see, I don't need y'all getting killed because I took y'all in a bet, man.
I mean, the Colts are on the list, but seems like
Damn.
a lot of teams that do not have
Yep, y'all are
a
getting
long-term
smoked.
answer quarterback in their building. And so they're going to, the guys talked about it during our pregame show, Monday Night Countdown.
I just need y'all to make a comeback and not lose by more than 8 points, but not looking good.
A free agent making a deal or going through the draft. Position will look differently for the Colts.
Little play action. Nick Foles taking a shot deep, and that one's intercepted. So after getting it overturned, Nick Foles just kind of lost this one up there, and it's picked off. Now trying to reverse his field, and he will finally go down. And the Chargers will take take back over at their own 42.
And a takeaway by this Chargers defense.
That's what I need to find out, Jacob. Because, of course, I'm going to stream a lot more Memphis Grizzlies games. So, let's see. Memphis Grizzlies schedule. They play the Suns tomorrow at 7. They don't play the Cavs for a minute. They play the Cavs on January 18th. I will actually be out of town during that. I will be out of town.
First interception for Davis on the year, a 30-yard return. The ball's at the 41. Here's Parham with the catch and a nice pickup on first down as he gets 8. Julian Blackman on the tackle for Indianapolis.
Yeah, just tough for Indianapolis throughout this season. You know, they get the successful challenge, they get a new set of downs, and then just trying to make something happen. But Joe, going back to your point, you know, you're right. I mean, that's been, they just have not been able to, as all Colts fans know, figure out the quarterback situation going back to when Andrew Luck retired.
We'll play action. And in trouble, and he gets hit as he throws, incomplete.
And Ngakwe got there and delivered a hit. Trey McKitty closest to it for the Chargers, and it brings up 3rd and 2.
Yeah, Keenan Allen.
So already 3rd down again for this Chargers offense.
And he's trying to wait on him to get into the next window. He thought that he would once he clears the linebacker, Franklin, but he just never did. And then time ran out on him.
Third and 2. Ball is at the 49. And Herbert's in trouble. Now fire. That's tipped up and intercepted. No one open. Herbert trying to force one in there. And boy, what a back and forth sluggish game by both the offenses of the Chargers and the Colts. He tried to fit this one, squeeze it into Keenan Allen, and he's just well defended. Like I say, his first read was not open, and then he just went through his progression. No one open, and he had to force it in there, just trying to move the sticks. That one eventually gets picked off. Probably would have been better to live to see the next day and be able to punt it, but instead, both quarterbacks with a pair, with a interception each. And this is where we're at. So a commercial break. So now we'll take a look here at the box score. Justin Herbert, 2 of 4 for 14 yards and an interception. Nick Foles, 4 for 8 for 38 yards and an interception. Austin Eckler, 1 carry for 3 yards. Zach Moss, 3 carries for 13. He hasn't been bad. I would expect the Colts to continue with the ground game. Like say Donald Palmer Jr., 1 catch for 8. Keenan Allen, 1 for 6. And then Jelani Woods has been pretty nice for the Colts, 2 for 32, while Alec Pierce has 1 for 4. Interceptions, let's see here. Where are they at? Do they not show interceptions? That sucks. Yeah, right here. So Michael Davis had the pick for the Chargers, returned it back for 30, and Rodney Thomas, the second, picked off Herbert right there and returned it for 5. So it will be the Colts ball when we come back from a commercial break. What's up, Edgar85 says, do you think either team will score 3 unanswered? Nope. Like 3 unanswered scores or 3 unanswered touchdowns? I mean, that I'm guessing you're asking that for a bet. That's always tough to do. If anybody, I would say it would be the Chargers scores. So it could be 3 field goals in a row. It could be a touchdown, field goal, and a field goal. That's tough, man. Edgar, that is a tough bet. I didn't even know a bet like that is out there. I feel like I would honestly always say no, so take that for a grain of salt. It happens. If anybody, I would say it would be the Chargers. I'm sure it probably pays good. Odds are plus 145. I don't think that's enough odds, Edgar. I don't think that's enough odds. I think you try to find a better bet somewhere else.
Well, you look at the Colts defensively. I think Gus Bradley has done a really nice job with this defense.
There's better places to find value.
Defense is going to give them an opportunity, and they have, to win games and at least keep them in them.
Appreciate you, Edgar. Welcome to the Coach Plays. If you're new here, I feel like I haven't seen you around, so appreciate you popping in. We got 34 people in the house, guys. Only 6 thumbs up. If y'all would, hit those thumbs up. And if you're new and you like what you see, hit that red button, subscribe to the Coach Plays. Help us grow this thing and support the channel. That's a first down for Alec Pierce. Quick out route there thrown by Nick Foles. Nick Foles just needs to kind of calm down, take what the defense gives him. Absolutely. Thank you, Edgar.
With these receivers, I mean, he didn't even get much time with them going back to training camp because of where he was slotted.
Tonight, so far, Nick Foles 6 of 10 for 52 yards and a pick. He just kind of overthrew that one. But the Colts have the ball in plus territory at the 39. Little split zone action and good physical run by Moss for a gain of about 5 or 6.
Kyle Van Noy thought that Indianapolis got away with a false start. Instead, it's a 5-yard carry for Zach Moss, who came with a conditional 6th-round pick for Nyheim Hines. He was a popular running back here with Indianapolis, and we will see Nyheim and the Buffalo Bills next week when they visit the Cincinnati Bengals a week from tonight.
Boy, we sure will. And how about the Bengals? I mean, I almost gave that one away.
Trying to set up a running back screen, and boy, Jackson just got shellacked by Kyle Van Noy. Read that one all the way. That one had no hope from the beginning.
He's a veteran player. I mean, he sees it the entire way, reading through the offensive line, them getting out, trying to get in front of him, and just no chance whatsoever for Deion Jackson.
Nick Foles got to just dirt that when he sees that much pressure. 3rd and 14 for the Colts. They need to just get some positive play here and get them back in field position. Trips right, single receiver is their tight end. Woods to the left. Foles takes a shot for a deep corner, and that's intercepted. Try to throw this one close to the sticks, and that one is picked off. They're talking about if he got his feet in now. They're going to say it's a pick. So now back-to-back possessions. Nick Foles has thrown an interception. Coach Hallen says, like the video.
It looked like he was going to be in a position to be totally out of the play. Let's see whether or not he gets his feet down. That left knee.
You can't see the other.
First and 10, Los Angeles. Timeout.
1 foot.
The knee is down.
And they're saying the knee came down as well. That would be 2 feet. So they're going to go to a commercial break. They're going to look hard at this one, but I think it's going to stand as an interception. What's up, Still In Ya? Team member. Appreciate you for popping in, Still. Hope you and your family had a very good Merry Christmas. Hope everybody was safe, and I hope y'all have a happy New Year as well. Still In Ya. Still In Ya, one of the GOATs. He's been a team member for a long time for the Coach Plays. Just got a number change up to 6,310 in subscribers, so we're climbing. Trying to push towards 7K. I think the next live stream we have, I think we're going to give away some football cards. I think that'll be fun. Bill says, let's go Colts. So they're going to say it was an interception. So the Chargers now take back over. Herbert trying to get rid of the ball quick. It's not there. And Herbert will go down.
A loss of 5 on DeForest Buckner's 7th of the year. Let's go back to the interception.
Well, you see, Derwin James, he gets caught off guard. And for him to be
A
able to make
starting
that,
lineup 1996 edition. Ken Griffey Jr. Still in you. That sounds like something you don't want to add. That's something you need to keep still in you.
By him and one of the real cogs in this defensive wheel for the Chargers.
2nd down and 15 after the
Herbert tries to get rid of this ball quick. He does, and that is connected to Keenan Allen.
and a completion of 6 yards. Let's check in with Lisa.
Derwin James was the guy who got that pick, I believe.
After getting his 3rd Pro Bowl nod, played Santa Claus for his teammates and coaches in the TV room, got everyone in the secondary diamond necklaces with each of their numbers. He bought head coach Brandon Staley and the defensive coaches Rolex watches.
Wow.
It's the first time he's done anything like that, but he really felt like his guys held it down when he was out with the injury and wanted to show his appreciation.
Yeah.
Trips left, single receiver to the right. In a 3rd and 9, Herbert stands in there, fires, and he's got his guy open. That is Keenan Allen. Again, offer it as a 10K giveaway. All right, still in you. If you're fine with that, man, I appreciate that. That'd be great. That'd be a great addition. I do want to try to do some big things for the 10K. Hopefully we can grind there soon. Maybe I even start kind of promoting some stuff now. Yeah, that's going to be an incompletion. Caught it to Keenan Allen.
Ball doesn't move. Oh, tight.
I have a hard time with that one.
Well, the challenge flag has been
I think
thrown by
it's
Jeff
more
Saturday.
of a trap.
He's 1 for 1 tonight.
Indianapolis is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass. That play is now under review. Timeout.
So we'll take a break. You saw it. What do you think? Feel like
So that will take us to another commercial break as they are trying to review this one. This has been a long first quarter with a lot of turnovers. All right, still in you. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Anything like that. But like I say, if you feel like you should keep that, you should keep that. But I appreciate you very much, still in you. So we are on a commercial break as they're now challenging what happened on this past one. He's doing good, Stuing you. Of course, you know, this time of year can be tough. As we just passed the 1 year. Christmas was, I'd say, as good as it could have been, you know. There was a lot of joy, a lot of laughter, some emotions. But yeah, he's not doing too bad, Stuing you. Appreciate you asking. Don't forget, guys, gift memberships are a real thing now in the YouTube universe. I'm trying to look into a little bit of them now. You can gift memberships to other people watching. Let's see here. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we're back to action.
A second successful challenge for
So they're going to say
They have a third challenge now.
it is incomplete.
And there's the trap and the incompletion, and Jeff Saturday, he's got this part down. He's 4 for 5 in challenges.
Yeah, he's got that down. But Chargers offensively, we talked about it, them coming in with an opportunity to clinch a playoff berth, and the offense just has not done much. They go 3 and out, then the interception, another 3 and out on their first 3 possessions.
I tell you, the Colts defensively looked about as good as any team can look in that first half against the Vikings last week.
And to lose a lead like that, I mean, it takes just total failed.
Oh, this one almost blocked. Gosh, I thought that was toast. And that will get punted out. I think close to the 20 maybe.
Almost came up with the block. Well, it's been a crazy year for the Indianapolis Colts.
A lot further than the 20 actually.
Foles.
And I'm in the camp with a lot of other people, but I came into this season. You heard
So first and 10.
I thought the Colts would be really
Pro left, twins right. They go with a little wide zone to the right, and Moss will pick up a gain of 4 or 5.
Zach Moss here carries on first down and gets 4.
And it just hasn't happened. You can start with the offensive line, and they haven't played what everyone expected from them. They haven't run the football the way that they did. Matt Ryan didn't play at the level that everyone thought that he would when he got his opportunity, and it has just been a real struggle. And now you go into this game, you've got Nick Foles, who is trying to create some big plays, and he's going to have to tone it back a little bit. He's had no success down the field.
Nick Foles steps up, and he will just go down.
Makes the stop. And a loss of 2 as Tranquil gets the sack. Well, when we talked to Jeff Saturday about this job, I mean, he's seen just about everything in 5 games. They won that first game at Las Vegas. They almost beat Philadelphia. They've had leads. They had that terrible game at Dallas, the way they finished. They've been dominated in the 4th quarter. He said, I'm disappointed, but I'm not dissuaded. We heard Jim Irsay, the owner of the franchise, say that he goes into the interview process in the offseason. They'll cast a wide net. The Colts and their fans know they have an owner that's willing to spend money and try and make it right.
Foles steps up in the pocket, and he will go down once again. And that will be another 3 and out for the Colts. What's up, Tyler? One of the Coach Plays moderators. Appreciate you, Tyler. Hope you had a good Christmas.
And Quentin Nelson, their left guard, he's been voted to the Pro Bowl, as you pointed out earlier, and even he has said he's not played to his standard. He gets beat, and then you've got the pressure up inside with Murray, and it's a jailbreak on Nick Foles.
Matt Hawk will punt it with DeAndre Carter waiting. Line drive. Carter with a little room in front of him. He's out of bounds as he crosses the 45. And a flag at the end of the play. 16-yard return by DeAndre Carter. But a flag over there near the spot where Carter went out of bounds. You can read lips, you see holding.
Now let's just make the call.
Come on.
During the return, holding Los Angeles number 36. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's Jasir Taylor, the rookie corner from Wake Forest, who is guilty of the hold. And there it is with Ashton Doolin trying to get away.
Had a chance to get good field position and backs him up a little bit. Still not bad, but to see whether or not the Chargers can get a little bit of something going offensively. You mentioned it, you know, the interceptions last week, didn't score really any points, took to the end of the ball game in order to come away with a win, but he's got his full arsenal, as we pointed out. You got Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and the other guys who have stepped up and made plays for you. Of course, Austin Eckler, one of the better dual.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Chargers as they start back over at their own 30.
It's been as pretty as a Christmas sweater.
And fires down the middle of the field, and once again he hits Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, I should have took the over on him.
First down for the LA Chargers.
We did, Tyler. Appreciate you very much, buddy. We had a good one.
Really nice route here by Keenan Allen against zone coverage and unable to get into that other window opposite of Franklin earlier in this game. He's able to here, and with better protection for Herbert, he delivers a nice ball.
First down up at the 45.
Pitches it, and Eckler nowhere going.
Eckler swallowed up by Kwity Paye. A loss of 1 on the play. They don't run it much, and when they run it, they're not very successful. 31st in the league, averaging just 84 yards per game on the ground. Tampa Bay, somehow winners of an overtime game last night in Arizona, last in the league. That is how, as Hank Stram, the late great Hall of Fame coach, would have described it.
So that will get us to the end of the first quarter, and it is all tied up at 0 apiece. Shea Flat, Hall of Fame member, has just popped in the chat.
We're not worthy. The show goes on.
Would you care to enlighten us about what you mean by sold your NFL fandom? So we're in a commercial break. Colts and Chargers all tied up at 0 apiece, as quite a few turnovers have been a part of this game early on. Shut up. He actually sent the money. What an idiot. How much money did he send out? Go Giants. Wow. I don't believe that for a second. Don't believe that for a second. If that guy actually sent you $25, he has probably sent at least over 10 grand. You need to order you a Giant shirt. I've won 2 Super Bowls as it is. No, you haven't. You're now a Giants fan. So it's anything that happens from now. So you really haven't won nothing.
3 interceptions, 2 successful challenges, no third down conversions, and a punt.
Sing it, Joe Bug. Let's go.
About to order a Super Bowl championship shirt. All right, so Herbert flicks this one out to, you guessed it, Keenan Allen.
Towing his way down the sideline.
Wow, Keenan Allen
Ngakwe
has had himself a day.
throw out to Keenan Allen.
Guess I'm going to have to fix this.
Well, it looks like this game again for the Indianapolis Colts is going to come down to, you know, their defense.
I don't know
being
why
able
it's
to
changing
make
on me.
stops and keep this offense in it. But you mentioned kind of some of the things that the Colts have done positively and hanging.
I mean,
in there.
Keenan Allen has found himself 4 catches, 31 yards. I feel like it should be more than that. But it's 3rd and 7 once again for the Chargers at their own 48. They go with a trips bunch to the left. Looks like single receiver to the right, and looking to the left, he finds Palmer. Palmer will kick it up for a gain of about 8 and a first down.
With an 8-yard gain and another first down for LA.
Yeah, I mentioned Joshua Palmer.
I have Palmer in a parlay, so good to see him finally get his first catch.
And then Mike Williams for extended periods. He's been the one constant. He's only missed one game.
The Cavs are trying to get back into it. That's good. Pistons have gotten back into it. We've got a chance.
But I like Josh Palmer, and it's obvious when you watch Justin Herbert, he likes him too. A lot of confidence and trust.
Fakes the pitch. Herbert in trouble and somehow gets away, but then goes down. Bam Adebayo. There you go, Bam.
Well, when you run that type of action, you're hoping that Odangbo, that he plays trying to run down the backside run. That's typically why you then boot and naked to that side. But as the quarterback, you definitely have to know, and that's typically why right-handed quarterbacks come out to their right, so they can turn, get their heads around quickly, and unload it if necessary. It looked initially like Herbert was going to be able to get away from him.
So now 2nd and 21. Herbert's got to get some of this back. Fires out quick to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen now 5 catches, 39 yards.
Well, this defense, like I talked about with Gus Bradley and what he has done, and even last week, you could point to it and say, yeah, but they gave up 39 points. There was a lot of opportunity in that game late when they made stops, big stops.
3rd and 13. Chargers just continue to find themselves in 3rd and longs. This one just across midfield. Herbert fires, and he's got his man Williams, and he will fight for the first down. Picks up a gain of about 15 when they needed 13.
Target for Mike Williams is a first down grab.
Well, face it, he's the corner out here, and he has got to challenge that. You can't make it a one-on-one drill with just no contest out there on the wide receivers with it being 3rd and long. He just allowed him to run off the ball and get to the distance and make a play.
Keenan Allen motions left to right in a pro set. Now Everett motions down, and they go with a counter play to Kelly, and he'll pick up a gain of 1 yard. All right, let's find Eckler on a few catches. Come on now.
Is that at this point in a 4-9-1 season with 3 games to go, including tonight, he said at least it's how do we get this right and not how many games do we have left. So his defense, as you say, Troy, is still playing.
They really are.
Trip set to the right. Eckler in the backfield. Palmer motions in an orbit. And little sidearm throw. Williams on a screen. Gets to the 20. 15. Finally brought down at about the 12, and that's a big first down. Herbert had to change his passing direction. Put it sidearm as Quiddy Pay just had a great release. It was actually Buckner was right there at him as well. And he just flips that one underneath. Good block out on the perimeter by Keenan Allen. So now Justin Herbert, 9 of 12, 89 yards, and an interception. Handoff, Eckler. He fights his way through and will pick up a gain of about 6 or 7.
We've seen this already in this first half where they've given the ball to Eckler on first down, and he's had a really nice gain, and then they've thrown 2 passes and have had to punt. So, they pick up 7 yards there with Eckler, and, can they give it to him again or run the football, or, what exactly does Joe Lombardi have up his sleeve?
3 receivers to the right.
Trip set to the right, close on the backside. Handoff Eckler, patience, and he will be close to the first down. It'll bring up about a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, pretty good. So now they can pick up that first down, and a lot of ways to go now offensively here for the Chargers. Now, Brandon Staley, there was a time where you'd say if they didn't pick it up here, they were going to go for it. He hasn't been quite as aggressive this season, and he hasn't been even here tonight.
They've converted a
Third and 1.
Third and 13 on this
2 tight end set. Herbert just sneaks it,
first and goal.
and he'll get the first down.
Herbert is so good at that. He's now 22 of 23 in his career on third or fourth and 1. He's big, 6'6", 236.
Yeah, he's hard to slow down, and now they're down here, and can they cash in? They were able to last week. Overall, in the red zone, they've not been particularly good. They were able to still come away with a win. Defense played well in that win against Miami.
What's up, Angie?
Point here in this game.
Appreciate you for popping in. Merry Christmas. Handoff Eckler, and he finds the end zone once again.
Chargers strike first tonight.
I almost put him as a first touchdown bet, too. Damn it.
It's a nice block here. Trey Pipkins, the right tackle. They get a little bit of movement. You see on Zaire Franklin, and Eckler then able
So the
to
Chargers are in,
to finish this drive.
and they have finally
Some good throws and some good tough running there at the end.
put up the first points in this game with 8:41 left to play in the first half. Chargers now up 7-0 over the Colts.
In a possession that
So that might have took a minute, but we are finally there. Good to see somebody finally get a possession down into the red zone. So now on a commercial break as we wait. For the Colts to now have their answer. What's up, Spencer Barnett in the house, team member? Merry Christmas to you as well, Spencer, man. I hope you and your family had a great one, and I wish you a happy and a safe New Year's as well. All right, so now we're back.
Sticker will kick it away with Dallas Flowers. Waits for it from the back of the end zone. I guess he says.
And he's going to bring it out. And that was the wrong decision.
Just up from the practice squad. Well, 'tis the season to spread playoff cheer. The Bills and Chiefs.
big one. You know, for a lot of reasons for both teams, for both Cincinnati and Buffalo. It's going to be awesome.
Handoff, Moss. Good effort there. But there is a flag. Looks like this one's going to come back.
Holding appears to be the call.
Holding, offense number 81. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
This has been a team, the Colts. I mean, there are a lot of different ways to look at it, but they are second to last in the league on yards picked up on first down, and they're backed up here with that hold, which will bring the ball back just outside the 6.
Well, Dallas Flowers, he tries to bring it out. He's deep, and you know he's been one of the bright spots for them. He's been a good returner. And how much is he being told? You know, hey, if you catch it, bring it. You know, I mean, we're trying to generate it.
Marcel Calvin has just subscribed to the Coach Plays. Shake it, bake! Big shout out to you, Marcel. Appreciate you very much. Hand out that pass thrown and caught to Alex Pierce. And going to be just shy of the first down. But it will bring up 2nd and 1. Big shout out to you, Marcel. Appreciate you.
Second-round pick out of Cincinnati, and he plays a physical style of football as a wide receiver. He's not the smoothest route runner when you watch him, but he's got great body control. I think this receiving core for Indianapolis is a lot better than they get credit for.
2 tight end set, hand off the inside zone, and Moss will get the first down pretty easily.
Well, that's big time for them, for this offense to be backed up like they were. And to be able to overcome that and get a fresh set of downs, that's a great job. Good push there on the double team inside. Just Mo Alley Cox just not able to quite get enough. If he gets a little bit more of his block, they get a lot more out of that play.
Two tight end set, twin receivers to the left. And we're going to get a false start on the outside receiver there. That's probably Paris Campbell.
Offense number 1. 5-yard penalty, first down.
I mean, changing plays at the line, a lot of
need to see Nick Foles start throwing to Pittman Jr. a little bit, man. Angie says Colts Nation.
But it shouldn't matter when you're a wide receiver. I mean, you're watching the ball. You shouldn't even be really paying attention to what he's saying at the line of scrimmage so much. You can understand that sometimes these linemen, they have to hold it in their stance and all that goes with that, but yeah, not good.
Fair to say you didn't like that one?
I didn't like that one.
Foles looks, quick throw. That one is to Pittman Jr. Gets his helmet taken off. And there's going to be a penalty flag, and I guess that's going to be on Derwin James.
Derwin James on the stop.
They might get Derwin James for taunting.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense number 3. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
So they get Derwin James.
That kind of is all getting pieced together now.
That's what they do. They just piece it together.
Well, I will say that, you know, I don't like referencing that when I went back and played. What, John? What do you got?
No, we're just listening. You can see the hands.
Yeah. But helmets just didn't come off like that. I mean, you had to really rip these things off.
Unless
now
they were really ripped off.
I mean, yeah, but now, I mean, helmets come off.
Spencer says Nick Foles. Yep, he's been sluggish to start. It's been a mixed bag. Nick Moss. Moss on a good carry again for a gain of about 8. But Foles has thrown a couple costly interceptions, but outside of that, he's made some really good, quick, decisive throws.
He does a good job. He comes down from wide receiver, and he's able to take out Derwin James just enough and allow him to get more yardage. Derwin there thought he was going to be able to come up and fill that hole, but right now, looking at this game, at least in the first half, they've obviously been heavy run under Jeff Saturday as the head coach. They've been throwing the ball a lot more here in this first half.
Play action and throws it out to the flat. Oh my gosh. Derwin James just killed Doolin. And they throw the flag immediately. Wow, they're probably going to get targeting. Man, what a hit. Derwin James is trying to say he hit it with the shoulder. I don't know.
It looked from here like it was helmet to helmet.
Boy. Just trying to hit Doolin in the flats. He's defenseless.
Head and neck area leads with the crown of his
Yikes.
helmet.
And James came off woozy as well. Man.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yep, University of Arizona. Spencer.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Woof.
Los Angeles, number 3. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Number 3 has been disqualified.
And they're saying disqualified. And now he went under the tent to get checked.
Led with the helmet, and this disqualification comes from New York. Troy Vincent.
Jeez, man, what that
And what they're trying to do is clean this up.
that might be the hardest hit of the year. And Derwin James could have hurt himself with the way he led with his head there. I'll say that.
We watch these games every week. I don't recall seeing when you slow it down, it doesn't look as impactful. But man, that was as big a collision.
So
as I've
this,
seen in a long, long time.
once again, back-to-back penalties by Derwin James extends this series, and that's a big loss for the Chargers.
The 2 games that Derwin James missed.
Oh, okay, Spencer. That's pretty cool.
And the ball is just inside.
Trey set to the left, single receiver is Pierce to the right. Play action. Throwing, taking a shot deep, and that one's incomplete. Intended for Pittman Jr., but well overthrown.
Shots. I mean, they definitely have. We talked about Nick Foles. Some of the ones that he took there in that opening quarter, not so good. Didn't hit
Michael
him.
Pittman Jr. in one catch for 7 yards. I need him to get going a little bit.
Because especially, this defense has done a lot of good things, and now they're without, one of their ringleaders in Derwin James. But you mentioned Lohi Gilman, who comes in. They've done a nice job. I like Gilman and what I've seen from him. Adderley's played well, and they've played well.
Come on, Cavs. Only down 7. Inside handoff. Hard physical run there by Wilkins.
Murray on the stop, a gain of 4, 3rd down.
Pistons going to upset the Clippers. That's big.
Trail by 7.
Yeah, and so it's hard for any offense. I don't care who you're talking about. And they're Ashton Doolin, and good to see him up moving around because, man.
Eckler's got 0 yards receiving.
3rd down and 6.
4:40 left to go in the first half. University of Arizona, Angie. Foles flushed out to the right, looking to run, and will now just throw it out of bounds. And that was 3rd and 6, so they're going to have to settle for a field goal.
On offense, Chase McLaughlin, the kicker, will come on for the Colts on 4th down and 6.
Yeah, it's just been a struggle, and I was going to say that it's tough for any offense to try to string together 10, 12-play drives. Hard to do. And it's especially hard when you're struggling in all the areas that Indianapolis has. So, they had some penalties here and got the ball down into this position to at least try to come away with some points in this game.
Be a 46-yard try.
From the right hash, snap, set, kick is on its way, and that kick is good. 46.
And now 9 and 10. Colts are on the board.
So that will take us to another commercial break. 4:21 left to play in the first half. Colts are able to get some points on the board as they find themselves down 7-3 to the Chargers. Got 20 people in the house, 14 thumbs up, guys. If you all have not hit the thumbs up, if you would, hit that thumbs up right now. It helps us out. And if you're new to the Coach Plays, hit that red button and subscribe. Join the team today.
Derwin James has been disqualified from this game for the hit on Ashton Doolin in the last possession, and it's worth John Perry just going through it yet again.
Yeah, the big thing is the receiver is defenseless. He's a defenseless player. So one of the things that we're trying to remove from this game is contact that A, is unnecessary. You got other options to hit a player somewhere other than the neck and the head area.
And the fact that James makes contact with the shoulder pad first is irrelevant.
Well, you can also go in that direction with use of helmet. He does lower and lead the head and hits the shoulder. Doesn't matter where you hit the player. If you hit the player with the top of the helmet, it is a foul.
Let's check in with Lisa.
Yeah, Joe, the Colts just told us that Ashton Doolin is back in the locker room being evaluated for a possible head injury, and they hope to have an update after the half.
It's a big hit, man.
The other part of this, too, that hasn't been said, and it's probably not said enough.
I'm going to mute that just for a second. Don't want to get copyrighted. All right, here we go. They get a 2-receiver set to motion to the right to a trips bunch, and now we're going to get a false start.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Two rookies have started each of the past 12 games now for this offense for the Chargers. Rookie right guard Zion Johnson, first-round pick from BC, and Jamari Salyer, sixth-round pick from Georgia.
Yeah, Salyer, shoot, when they brought him in, they thought he was going to be a guard. And then they lose their left tackle, Rashawn Slater, who they expect back. And he had to step in, and overall, he's done a pretty good job for him.
And flushed out to the right is Herbert, trying to keep his eyes downfield. Fires, and that is caught by Palmer for a short gain of about 4.
After that false start, Palmer is going to be marked out of bounds with an 8-yard gain.
Well,
Second and 7.
Yeah,
So a gain of 8. I forgot about the false start. Second and 7 now.
See him be able to create plays off schedule, get outside the pocket for his size. You mentioned it earlier, the way that he's able to move and deliver the football like he can.
And a big 35-yard completion to Mike Williams.
So Chargers up 7-3 in this one, trying to extend their lead a little bit. They get a 2-wing set. And he'll dump it off to Eckler there for a gain of a couple. That is Eckler's first catch of the game.
Well, it's a pretty good matchup down here with Stephon Gilmore and Mike Williams. And he's going to be on him a good part of the night. And I was really surprised that Herbert didn't come out. He had one-on-one with a soft Gilmore in coverage. I know that anytime you get
Tight trips to the right. Now Palmer motions to the left. Herbert right in the middle finds Keenan Allen across the 40 and a first down.
3-yard line with a Charger first down, a completion of 13 yards.
Well, he's so good. He's been doing this throughout his career, and just knowing where the holes are within a defense. Zone coverage there. They come with a 4-man rush, which is pretty typical for this Colts defense. Offensive line gives Herbert plenty of time, allows Allen to work the middle of the field, and a pretty routine completion there for a first down.
Trips bunch to the left. Handoff Eckler.
Rare run by the Chargers.
And he'll pick up a gain of about 5.
It is a rare run, and I was kind of talking about it a little bit earlier. I do think that they need to get more out of their run game in order to really be the offense that they hope to be. And you wonder, how much does Joe Lombardi just simply not want to throw the football, or how much is it because they don't typically run the ball all that well when they do? But it's asking a lot of Herbert, or any quarterback for that matter. Tom Brady, he's experiencing it there in Tampa Bay. When your only means to moving the football is through the air, you better be on if you're throwing the ball.
Herbert steps up in the pocket, checks it down to Eckler. And Eckler will fight to get the first down. I think he's going to be just shy. That will get us to the 2-minute warning now. So with 2 minutes left to go in the first half, the Chargers are trying to drive to extend their lead. Bill says, let's go Colts. One score, 34-7. Now, I don't know if the Colts will win 34-7, Bill. That would be a huge change of events to see them put up 31 unanswered points. Well, technically it would be 34 unanswered points. So, that'll be tough. Spencer says, come on, Nick. So the Chargers trying to drive to extend their lead. As always, guys, we will take a quick break during halftime. Y'all hang out with us. That way everybody is here for the second half. So like I say, the bets that I have right now, of course, I got a big bet on Justin Herbert to pass for over 200 yards and the Chargers to win the game. Right now, Justin Herbert is sitting at 116 yards passing, so he's on his way to get that. As far as the other one, I've got that same game parlay. Austin Eckler over 35.5 yards receiving. He's only at 7. Chargers money line leading that. Justin Herbert over 225 yards passing. He's at 117. Michael Pittman Jr. at 50. Need him over 50 yards receiving. He's just at 7. That's the one that I don't feel good about. Josh Palmer over 40 yards receiving. Palmer is now at 16, so that one's not as crazy either. Spencer says nap time. I hear you, Spencer. Like I say, Chargers, Colts, not the most entertaining game, that's for sure. Come on, Cavaliers. Need you to score one. Come on, Cavs. That one's close.
Adam Schefter's.
All right, so here we go. 3rd and 1. Herbert is under center. Tosses it to the outside. Now flips it back to Herbert. And he fires it down the field. He's got Keenan Allen. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Chargers. But they're going to say he was out of bounds near the 20-yard line. What a play there. They've just tossed it out to Kelly. So everybody thinks this is just a toss crack pitch to the outside. But then he flips it back. And in a one-on-one option to Keenan Allen. But unfortunately, he was not able to tightrope down the field. But that is a big play for the Chargers, and it moves the chains. He did step out of bounds right there. Barely. He might have stepped out there as well.
That's the longest play of the night by either team, 25 yards, and Keenan Allen just could not stay in bounds. Dallas Flowers is the one who
into the 4th. Cavs. Nice.
They're going to reset the play clock here, and with 1:53 to go and 3 timeouts. The Chargers leading by 4, and Justin Herbert has completed 11.
Handoff Kelly. Kelly cuts it back. Gets a nice room there for a gain of about 5 or 6. It ended up getting called back, Angie. But they're still moving the ball, that's for sure.
It's a pretty good job. I like both these running backs. I've known Kelly going back to his days at UCLA and the toughness that he runs with. And then, of course, Eckler. He doesn't get all that many opportunities.
Yeah, should be streaming at least Thursday Night Football, Angie.
For no more than they run the football, it's not a heavy workload.
Palmer goes in an orbit motion. Handoff, Kelly, and he is going to get nothing there. As we are now at 1 minute left to go. No, actually 1:07 left to go as the Colts take a timeout. I'm going to mute this real quick. You're welcome, Angie.
It's 3rd down and 2, 5th time that the Chargers have had either 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2. 1:08 left. It was the Colts who took a timeout. Herbert in the shotgun.
Hands it off Eckler, and Eckler's got the first down. Come on, what are we doing here? Colts take a timeout once again. I don't know why they do that.
Well, right now with one timeout left and a new set of downs, the Chargers can kind of play this how they want.
Chargers, by the way, get the ball to start the second half.
So getting the ball in the second half to start, Chargers are able to really put themselves in a position to get still a couple possessions here. Chargers have the ball next, Angie, after the half.
Encouraging though, because the Colts, they played coverage, they played a two-deep shell, and Herbert sees it, and they're able to run the football and got a nice gain out of it.
2 tight end set for the Chargers. Handoff Eckler. And that's a loss of 1. And another timeout for the Colts.
Will stop the clock. Last time they can do that, their final timeout. Some highlights for Justin Herbert since the interception. He's gone perfect, 11 for 11.
He's done a nice job, and it's a great throw right there, navigating the rush. And when you watch him, he completes a lot of passes as he has here on this streak that he's gotten on. It's a nice job here on 3rd and short. The big play.
Boy, what a dart.
Drive here where they are now. But so much of what he does also is checking the ball down. It's why a guy like Eckler has as many carries as he has with them not, or as many catches. When they're not able to run the ball.
2nd and goal.
An extension of the run game.
Herbert flushed out to the right. And incomplete. Tried to throw it to the front pylon for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. 3rd and goal now.
And Buckner had pressure to force Herbert out to his right. Brings up 3rd down and goal. Well, good
3rd down. And I think the Chargers.
Staying plastered to their guys.
Opponents of the Colts are 10 for their last 10 inside the red zone. Trying to come up with a 3rd down stop here.
And Gus Bradley, as I mentioned earlier, he's not a guy who brings
Palmer motions in. Herbert looking. Fires, checks it down to Eckler. And there is a whole lot of Colts there. Eckler will just get a gain of a few. And that will bring out the field goal unit. 4th and goal. So they're going to get this one all the way down to 1 second and then kick the field goal.
Use the timeout. Ball sitting at the 6. The field goal unit comes on for LA. Look at the AFC playoff picture.
All right, so the Chargers from the left hash, just a chip shot field goal to end the first half. And it is good. So that is how the first half ends. Guys, I'm going to take a break. Chargers up 10-3. See you guys in the second half. All right, guys, so we're back. Big shout out to Grid, member for 29 months. That's awesome.
Yeah, a little better than what they've been able to do. They still, tonight, like throughout the season, they've had a hard time running the football.
2nd and 9 for the Chargers.
You know, not bad against a group that can definitely get after the quarterback with their 4-man rushes, but expecting a little bit more out of this offense for sure.
Herbert right down the middle. I think that's Keenan Allen again. Allen has had himself a day. 8 catches for 90 yards.
And boy, get a guy like him. I mentioned his ability to run routes. Here is right here in the slot, and he does such a good job of just setting things up. Now, a lot of zone coverages we're getting from Indianapolis and sitting down right in those looks and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw the football. Mike Williams, on the other hand, he hasn't gotten nearly as many of the opportunities. Just 2
1st and 10. Offset fullback to the right. Play action. Herbert fires, and that's his tight end, but there is a flag. I think this is going to be a holding.
Flag way back at the 31-yard line. See if this 30-yard completion
Offense
stands.
number 79. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It's against the right tackle, Trey Pipkins.
Boy, that takes away just a really good route. Here's Trey Pipkins right here, the right tackle, who gets called with the hold. And gets right up around the neck there of Woody Pay, and what takes away Donald Parham, really a good job of getting the safety turned around. Another one of those weapons that gives them a little bit of depth. Not a guy who gets the ball thrown to him all that often.
That eliminates a 30-yard completion. Would have been the longest play of the night.
All right, so Herbert flushed out to the right, taking a shot deep down the field, incomplete. That was intended for Joshua Palmer.
2nd and 20.
Well, he had a chance. Josh Palmer, he gets up on top of him and just not able to get the ball there. Isaiah Rodgers, who's walking off with a little bit of limp, but he gets past Rodgers here, and he gets caught looking in the backfield. Safety was in the middle of the field, so there was no chance then that the safety's a factor on this, but just one that not able to connect on the ball down the field.
Isaiah Rodgers gets looked at on the sideline. 2nd down and 20.
Palmer motion left to right, looking left, and quick out route thrown to Keenan Allen.
Going to be marked.
As it has been the Keenan Allen show tonight.
35, a gain of 6, so 3rd and long coming up.
He has had himself a big night. 9 catches for 96 yards.
Converted 60%, 6 of 10. Whether or not Indianapolis is
He'll
able to
bring up a
stop
3rd and 14, though. A long ways to go for the Chargers.
Colts trying to play spoiler tonight. Chargers with a win.
Kelly is in for Eckler.
For the first time since 2018. 3rd and 14.
And he'll check it down to his tight end. McKitty with a nice little cut there. He'll get a lot of it, but he'll still be about 3 to 4 yards shy of the first down. And the Chargers will have to punt.
3rd and long and get underneath the intermediate routes. Just really nowhere. You see this umbrella that they form on the back end, and they're going to give up these throws underneath, and like they did, and where Herbert eventually had to go with the football and then rally to the ball carrier and make him punt.
Scott will punt with Dallas Flowers waiting for it. Short punt. Catch at the 21
Excuse
by
me.
Flowers, 34-yard punt. That's it.
So we'll go to another commercial break. The Colts able to force the Chargers to punt away on their first drive in the second half. So Colts find themselves still down 7 as they get the ball for the first time in the second half. All right, we're back.
Moss with a gain of 5. It'll be third down. I might have guessed it, bro. They called me the dark.
We saw him take that hard hit in the second quarter.
The Black Knight. The African American Knight.
Again,
That's
Derwin
crazy.
has been diagnosed with a concussion.
We'll see.
He will not
Year 9. My goodness.
Another sack for
Y'all
the
just
Chargers.
went after it. That's for sure. 2nd and 15. Handoff.
First tonight. Here's Moss.
And Moss, good hard physical run there. Will pick up a lot of it back.
You know, the one thing that is
It will bring up a third down.
and you wonder what exactly is Indianapolis going to do with no Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he's the centerpiece of this offense, and they want to run him, of course. He's not here, and under Jeff Saturday, they have predominantly run the football. I mean, they've run the ball almost as much as anybody in the game over the last several weeks, trying to anyway, until scores dictated otherwise. But they're throwing the ball 70%, so they've gotten away from really what their formula has been in an attempt to try to create these big plays, and they're just simply not getting them.
So 3rd and 7.
First down was another one of those shots they wanted to take.
Foles fires down the middle of the field, picked off.
Intercepted by the Chargers and Samuel.
Asante Samuel Jr., the corner,
Out of bounds.
came off of his guy, found himself right in the lane to pick that one off. That was a great job by Asante Samuel and something that Nick Foles just didn't see coming.
Asante Samuel, and he's cluing in, and Foles just doesn't.
This Colts team has just had some bad quarterback play.
Too deep look. And so you've got the inside
Asante Samuel just on a cover 2 little flat route. His man runs him off into this zone, and he's able to come off and pick that one off of that corner route. Great play by Asante Samuel. Catfish Terry in the house. What's up, Catfish Terry? So 1st and 10, Chargers now inside the 30. Tried to throw it to Eckler there, but he was covered, so Herbert will just slide it down and be a loss of about 2 or 3.
One by Davis, one by James, who's been ejected, and now this one by Asante Samuel Jr.
3 picks on the night for Nick
Continues
Foles.
to play well for Brandon Staley and Ronaldo Hill.
I personally thought that Nick Foles would have a better night
Like I said earlier in his
tonight
game, he just,
than what he is having.
how much do you think that they talk to Foles about the reason that we're putting you in is because of the way safety is playing you, and you're going to get the ball down the field, and maybe and that's been his mindset coming in, and that's what he was going to do.
Herbert fires out to Eckler, but well defended. And he'll just get a gain of a couple.
A gain of just 2, and this defense for the Colts, they keep coming at them.
They keep playing. They really do. I just think that the defense is one of the only unit, really, that's done what was expected coming into this season. I just think Gus Bradley's done a really great job. It is not easy for anyone when you've had
So
a season
3rd and 10.
9-1,
Kelly checks in. That pisses me off.
they have, and keeping this team once again this week in the ballgame.
That's without their best player, Shaquille Leonard. The 3
Herbert in the pocket. Fires to Kelly. And he'll pick up a gain of about 8.
short of the first down. Stephon
And I would assume the Chargers will just take the points to make it a 2-possession game.
gain of 8, it's 4th down.
Yeah, he's been really good.
And this Chargers offense looks like they're staying on.
That we've known. He's going to go for it here on 4th down, but just love when guys who can cover like Gilmore can, that when they come up and make those kinds of plays.
Eckler is in.
No, looking at the game,
2-by-2 set for the Chargers on a 4th and 1.
2 possessions.
Herbert, quick slant. Keenan Allen, first down to the 10.
Allen having a big night, a gain of 7 on 4th down and a long one.
Yeah, a lot of confidence in these guys being able to make a play, and Allen working through the contact there by Faison, who came in and has taken the place of Isaiah Rodgers.
This Colts secondary already without Kenny Moore. Their nickel corner is out with an ankle injury, not even active, and Isaiah Rodgers is out. 1st and goal now from the 10.
And Kwity Paye, he's just walked off, and he's now on the sidelines.
Handoff Eckler. And he'll get to the 5.
Eckler is down just inside the 6. Thomas on the tackle for Indy.
I do think when you look at Eckler, who's close to, 100 yards receiving, 100 receptions on the season. And a big part of that is, as I said, that they use the quick passing game, the underneath throws. Herbert's pretty good about that. And so Eckler then has gotten a lot of opportunity. But, he's cut from the same mold that many Chargers fans know, and Darren Sproles and the things that he's able to do catching the football.
Second down and goal.
Hand off Eckler, and he will get down to the 2.
It'll be third down and goal. Odangbo and Zaire Franklin combined on the stop.
Yeah, you got to believe here that it continues to be 4th down territory for Brandon Staley. If he went for it on 4th down a moment ago, he's got to be thinking the same now. I think he's tired of seeing the Colts kind of hanging around based on that interview with Lisa at halftime.
Third and goal
A little frustration
from the 2-yard line. Eckler motions out. Herbert in trouble. Rolls to the right. Now fires back out of the end zone. And he will just set up for the 4th down play.
Contrary to what you were thinking and I was thinking, after going for it a moment ago, they now bring the field goal unit on.
Mexico State. Chargers win. It doesn't show me all the picks. I wonder what else you got. But it looks like you just got one leg left. $10 bet wins $297 right there. New Mexico State, Chargers, Nets, LA Clippers. Did the Clippers win? I thought the Clippers might have lost. All right, so they kicked that field goal. It's all money line. Let's go NBA. Clippers won 142 in overtime. Yikes. Yeah, they were losing because I took the Pistons plus 16.5. Miami Heat. I've got them on a bet. The Heat just won. And then the Pelicans. Have they already hit? Where's the Pelicans at? Why is the Pelicans not even showing them on? Pelicans and Chargers are only 2 left. Where's the damn Pelicans? NBA Pelicans up 105-81. Dang, man. What a parlay there. I like that. That is looking good. How many legs? 6-leg parlay. And you just went straight money line. Man, that paid well. Awesome. Not bad at all. Hell no. Yeah, Pelicans got that pretty well in the bag. So it just comes down to the Chargers, and as of right now, Colts not showing any signs of life whatsoever. Rockets are going to win me a small parlay for the NBA. As right now, does Herbert have 200 yards passing? 192, so I'm looking good to get that parlay. Pittman and Palmer they're not going to get the other one for me though. Heck yeah, man, that looks... Hey. Look at Haaland stepping off into the NBA world. Tells me all the time, don't bet on the NBA.
On ESPN and ABC, and a big one for playoff seeding in the AFC. Bengals are red hot They have won 7 straight. Bills right behind them, 6 in a row, coming off a win on a frigid day in Chicago. As the kick off the right foot of Dicker.
That one goes in and out of the end zone, so the Colts will take over down 10.
We'll save the top one for a moment.
Wow, Leo Collins out for the season, suffered a torn ACL and MCL in the win over the Patriots. That's a big loss for the Bengals.
But the top bullet point is the firing of Nathaniel Hackett, who does not last through his first season as an
Handoff Moss. He tries to stay patient, and he'll fight for a gain of a couple.
Where they've traded the picks, they've given Russell Wilson all that money. The defense looks like it just finally ran out of gas, and now the question is, where do they go head coach-wise as they go forward with their new ownership group?
Well, they're committed, obviously, in a long-term contract with Russell Wilson. With the new ownership group, they've got to get some credibility back. I mean, they've got to get some goodwill within a fan base that's been highly disappointed. And I just think the price went up exponentially for Sean Payton. I mean, he's the guy in the driver's seat. You can't take
And off Moss with a good cut to the outside, and he'll drag defenders for a gain of about 15 and a first down. Moss is, I feel like he has had himself a pretty good day. Moss sitting at 11 carries, 63 yards.
I just wonder if he somehow gets back into the fold in Green Bay. You know, with some of the struggles and how much he has meant to Aaron Rodgers, you know, what could that addition possibly mean to them as they go from a team who looked like they were out of it a month ago, and now they've got a real legitimate shot at getting into the postseason.
Moss again, and he'll fight for 3.
Pretty good here tonight. Denver, by the way, 7 straight seasons without playoffs. Fan base is tired of that. The Packers, meanwhile, they have 2 home games. Hard to really pin down the back end of the playoff picture in the NFC.
Yeah, and there as we watched it last night. There's a lot of teams that are in contention that aren't playing particularly good football.
Fakes the play action, now throws the screen, and he dropped it.
From Jordan Wilkins.
Jordan Wilkins just dropped it.
Green Bay in that category. I mean, they've won some games. I don't know that I think they would agree.
So still in the hunt for playoffs, Saints, Panthers, Packers, Lions, Seahawks.
Sits there at 11-4, and Baby Bosa is playing well.
Well, I think things got real interesting in Philadelphia.
3rd and 8 for the Colts.
How's he going to handle Jalen Hurts, and is he going to play?
Foles goes down. Khalil Mack.
That'll be the 4th of the night for this Charger defense on 3rd down.
And it has not been a good day for Nick Foles at all.
Brings down Foles.
Well, Khalil Mack, he's still a great player and in the Pro Bowl. Hadn't had a sack since week 10, but he can wreak havoc when he gets it going. And he gets right through the rookie there, Ryman, who's had on-the-job training throughout this season. It's been a bit of a struggle for him. But, yeah, Khalil Mack is able to get to Foles, and still Colts without a 3rd down conversion tonight.
Foles now 0 for 5, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks on 3rd down tonight.
You know, you wonder, you start looking at it, it hasn't happened. It hasn't worked what they were hoping for with Foles. Do they then go to Ellinger?
Here's a fair catch, and this is off the mask of Carter.
And that ball is loose, and
it's right there.
And I think the Colts have it.
The ball's in the end zone, so I don't know how
We haven't seen a signal yet from the officials. The ball is in the end zone, but no call yet, John.
Joe, what it looks like is the ball is muffed, gets near that sideline, and the Chargers player who's out of bounds is touching the ball. Plays over.
It is the Chargers football.
Well, I thought the Chargers got on it to begin with.
Ruling on the field is that an out-of-bounds player, Los Angeles number 33, touched a loose ball. By rule, the ball is dead at that spot. 1st and 10, Los Angeles. Timeout.
Yikes.
The ball is out.
Yeah.
The ball is not.
It's hard to cover.
But that is the rule. So the Chargers are able to keep it. And the Chargers are able to dodge a bullet there. An unfortunate miss there for the Colts. So we go to another commercial break. 2:52 left to play in the third.
And the play is over at that point.
You got it, Joe. Well done. He was touching the ball, but yet he couldn't find the ball.
Couldn't find it.
Play action to start this drive. Herbert
Touched it. Here's Herbert.
will just tuck it and pick up a gain of
Herbert's
2.
looked downfield. He hasn't been able to find much. He's had to check it down, which he does a lot, or try to pick up yardage with his legs. He gets 2 here.
Yeah, they have done a good job, the Colts have, when he has gotten outside the pocket of covering guys up, and not always easy to do. In fact, it's hard to do. Stay on these receivers, especially guys as talented as what the Chargers are. And we saw last week, you referenced it, that throw that Herbert made to Mike Williams to set up the game-winning field goal. So any opportunity he has, he'll take it, but just hasn't been a lot of chances for him to even give his guys.
So 13-3 inside handoff. Eckler.
Grover Stewart was in
He'll
there
pick
on
up
the
a
stop
couple.
with McLeod, a gain of 4. Here's that throw after Tennessee had tied it with 48 seconds left. Game-winning field goals this season. One of them coming with the Eagles earlier in the year.
Well, this was the game. The last 2 weeks playing playoff contenders. Those were big wins to position themselves with a win tonight to get into the postseason. You know, can they handle that?
3rd down and 3.
And Herbert takes a hit there, and he fumbled it, and the Colts have it.
And it belongs to Indiana.
And that is a costly turnover there. Herbert, who has thrown one pick tonight, has just fumbled it there. And this Colts defense trying to give the Colts some life.
Buckner as well, and the ball squirted out.
Yeah, Buckner's the one who gets the pressure. He just drives Zion Johnson right back into the lap of Herbert. And with all that, I mean, the four-man rush of the Colts continues to put a little pressure on Herbert. You just, down here, you got to protect the ball better. It's as simple as that. And now the defense for the Colts, as they've done so many times this year, has given this offense an opportunity to get right back in the game.
Kwity Paye is really starting to shine. He's missed some time with injury this season, but
Hand off Moss, and he'll fight for 1 to 2.
a couple brought down by Murray. For Herbert, that's his 7th fumble, 3rd time he's lost the ball. And now the Chargers have turned it over twice.
Yeah, now the Colts, they go with the 6th offensive lineman there on 1st down, trying to play smash mouth and see if they can't get back to what they are about and run the football in this group. They haven't gotten a lot of opportunities, but the running backs have done a pretty good job. I mean, overall, they're getting yards on the ground, but they didn't get anything in there on 1st down with the extra lineman.
2nd down and 8, quick throw and out of the reach of Paris Campbell. Foles hits his chest and says that one's on me, and some of these fans are starting to get a little frustrated with what they're seeing out of Jeff Saturday's offense.
Yeah, I think the frustration started week 3. But Parks Frazier, who's the offensive coordinator, can you imagine what he's trying to do? You just, as an offensive coordinator, it's tough enough that this is his first time to call plays when he took over when Saturday came in as the head coach. But when you're coaching and calling plays, trying to protect things and not have bad plays and stay ahead of the chains, it's almost impossible.
Foles steps up and finds Pittman.
Is caught by Pittman. Close. Pittman was short of 1st down yardage. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, but at least he gives Jeff Saturday an opportunity to make a decision, and why not?
So now 4th and 1. And I think they're going to run the clock all the way down. Let's see if I am caught up here. And it does end the 3rd quarter. So Chargers up 13-3 in this one. And it's 4th and 1. And the Colts will go for it when we come back, I would assume. Unless they try to tack on some points. But we will have to wait and see. All right, so we're back.
The sixth game for Jeff Saturday as the interim head coach, and this has been a quarter that we're entering where they are minus 74.
So here we go, 4th and 1. They are going for it. And a QB sneak, and he didn't get it. Oh, he tried to reach at the end there. But he didn't get it. Wow.
Down by his hip.
Tries to get it out there to extend it. Pick up that first down.
I thought, honestly, that he might have had a chance when he did extend it. But I guess probably his legs are down, maybe.
Here's the measurement. Didn't look like he got it.
He's going to be well short.
And it's the Chargers' ball.
And this is a Colts offense that is not good. Not good at all.
Another rough night. And this stays a 10-point game.
Can't even imagine what owner Jim Irsay is thinking right now. I mean, you consider it, Joe. The expectations coming into this season. Last year they lose the last game of the season to keep from making the postseason. They bring in Matt Ryan and what they thought they were going to have and the way that it's turned out. I mean, there's a lot to address. This is not a simple fix.
Chargers take over, leading by 10. And a challenge flag comes out from Jeff Saturday.
And Saturday's just going to challenge it.
Or we'll get to it after the commercial.
I don't think they're going to be able to overturn that. I know, like, the football is across the line. The football is across the line. But they have to have evidence that his feet, that his knees are off the ground, and they're not going to be able to have that evidence. And if you're Jeff Saturday, why not? But it's not happening. I would be shocked. All right, so they did not get that overturned, so the Chargers find themselves in a 2nd and 5. Play action, Herbert looking to take a shot deep down the field and just no one home. He throws it out of bounds.
Deep, it looked like if he had wanted it, the way that the combination was, he got off it pretty quick, that maybe Herbert had a shot down the field. He comes out. Parham, he's the third layer to that as they're trying to stretch the defense with a deep post, a deep crosser, and then Parham coming up that left side as an outlet deep throw if it's there. But I don't think Herbert went through his reads real well on that play.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Herbert fires down the middle, and he's got Williams. Brate makes a guy miss, and he gets across midfield for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, a completion of 26 yards, 3rd catch for Williams tonight.
Yeah, Williams had been a little quiet. He's got 3 catches on 3 targets, and this is that area in this zone coverage where they've been able to take advantage of Indianapolis. If he has time, if they give Herbert time in the pocket, you know, right in there in that intermediate level, 15, 16 yards, and working in behind those linebackers, finding the windows, whether it's been him or Keenan Allen, they've been able to exploit that area of the field. Got the Colts there, they shut it down.
That was Kareem who came across. And Khalid looked like he just went on his own, but we'll see.
Maybe not, since they're having a little huddle here. Let's go.
False start. Offense number 63. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Instead, they get the center, Corey Linsley.
It's going to be your favorite head movement, Troy.
I could not disagree more on that. I mean, they're already going on silent count, and I don't know. I think that's a bad. I think it's a bad rule. If it is a rule, I think it's a bad call.
Brings up 1st down and 15.
12 minutes, 48 seconds left to go in the 4th. 1st and 15.
Here's Eckler.
Handoff, Eckler
And Austin Eckler
for a couple.
gets 3. The inability to get much going on the ground. Right now, a number 6 seed are the Chargers. And at some point, you're going to have to get better at running the football, you would have to think. You're going to have success.
Herbert down the middle, and he's got Williams for a 1st down. And finally drug down.
4 catches, 4 targets, this one for 16.
If they don't get to Herbert, they've like I said, they've just been able to wear out this part of the field, and he's got free access off the line of scrimmage and just pitch and catch. You know, with Gilmore playing soft on him. The only real chance that we've seen from Indianapolis has been their ability to get pressure on Herbert.
Inside handoff, and Kelly will pick up a gain of a couple.
To the 29, got 3. We look at the top 2 receivers. 4 catches for Mike Williams, 10 for King. Games total. 8th game of the season, but this is a Charger team that's getting healthy. They hope to get Rashawn Slater back, their left tackle, and Joey Bosa.
Handoff, Eckler for a gain of about 6.
Core muscle surgery, played 3 games, and they hope that possibly he could return to practice in the upcoming week.
Yeah, that would be something, and to be able to weather the time that they did with some really significant players, some really good players that are the core of this team, and to be able to get to where they are now and get some of those guys back. Of course, Derwin James was one of those. He left the game early, but to have these 2 receivers, if you are able to get a guy like Joey Bosa back, it's big time.
3rd down and 1. Eckler got it. First down, Chargers. And that down, third down in this game, has been a 50-50 proposition for the Chargers and awful for the Colts, who are 0 for 8.
First and 10.
Right now, looking at this game and you know, where it's at, I know that Gus Bradley doesn't blitz often, but you start just saying you've got to create a negative play. You've got to make something happen here and just not give up anything.
First down.
Hand off Eckler again, and he'll have a nice little push there.
Don't miss the college football playoff semifinals, Saturday, December 31st on ESPN. As a potential target for Jim Irsay and the Colts.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jim Harbaugh, so
Eckler takes it down.
And Eckler all the way to the end zone. They're going to say down at the 1.
Tackled by Rodney Thomas and within inches of a second touchdown tonight for Eckler.
well, just a really good job up front by the offensive line.
Pretty close. Chargers hurry it up. And off, and now he gets it here. Eckler, touchdown, Los Angeles. Second touchdown of the night and 16th of the season.
So the Chargers really starting to push their lead now, 19-3, as once again Eckler finds the end zone.
Have been holding up a 12-play drive there, 9 runs, and just wore down the Colts defensive front that had shut down this running game, you know, really throughout the night. And that's what I said, things just, the dam starts to break in offense, not able to pick up that first down, and the Chargers were able to go right down the field pretty methodically and come away with.
So now 20-3, as the Chargers are just kind of doing exactly what we thought they would do to the Colts, just a little bit slower than what we thought. It's 20-3. Chargers out on top.
17-point game now with under 8.5 to go as Dicker will kick it away with Dallas Flowers waiting. Flowers will try it. Full head of steam and brought down near the 25. The Chargers awarded Charisse Bremen-Weaver.
All right, so now we're back.
Prepare more than 6,000 youth for academic and career success every year. Bland was also surprised tonight with Super Bowl tickets.
Quick throw, Foles to the flats. Moss runs hard. I will say that at the least, even though it hasn't done a whole lot for him.
Yeah, I thought that we might, and he had 2 starts earlier in the year. Actually did a pretty good job, I thought. Played decent against Washington, then had to travel to New England. That was a tough outing, 9 sacks in that game. And then Jim Irsay cleaned house, and he hasn't gotten an opportunity since.
What's up, G? I don't know what you're trying to say.
And in no way is this on Foles. I'm not suggesting that at all. But the intent was to come in here and try to get some big plays. They haven't even had a 20-yard play all night. And the throws down the field, he's 1 for 7 with 3 interceptions. It has not worked for him. It has not worked for Matt Ryan.
Appreciate you for joining. Quick throw underneath to Michael Pittman, and that one is broken up. No good. 2nd and 10 now.
2nd down at 10, and the clock stops with under 7.5 to go.
These are tough weeks for teams in this position, and unfortunately, I've had a few seasons like that back when I was playing. Now, Jeff Saturday, on the other hand, he had 1 in the 13 years he played for the Colts, and that was the year that Peyton Manning missed the whole season. Got them the #1 pick, and then they drafted Andrew Luck. But this is kind of new.
Foles under pressure and will go down. I'm a little surprised that they have honestly stuck with now Nick Foles throughout this game, as Nick Foles is not looking like what he used to at one point.
And he just runs into the defender down there and then nowhere to go with the football, and then you don't have any time and not a chance to get off of that and go anywhere else with the football. And Van Noy is there, and
5 sacks against this offensive line and Nick Foles for this Charger defense.
Yeah, and for a former offensive lineman and Jeff Saturday, this is gut-wrenching to watch.
3rd down and 15.
So on 3rd and 15, Foles fires. That one is caught, but he's going to be caught about 3 yards shy of the 1st down. Colts will kind of pick up a little bit of tempo and go for it. All right, G. Yeah, we end up staying away from politics on here. And there you go.
Foles throws, and the pass is
You're gone.
incomplete. And either way, the Chargers are going to come away with the ball. A turnover on downs as Davis and Murray combine.
So the Colts turn it over on down. Has tried to get it into Pittman. Pittman first initially caught that ball, but just that was tough for him to be able to contain it through that catch, through that contact. And the Chargers will take back over with 6 minutes left to go in the game.
to officially making it into the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Tight formation with Joshua Kelly in the backfield behind Herbert.
Handoff Kelly to the right. And he'll pick up a gain of about 6.
To hang over this Colts franchise. You alluded to it, was the surprise retirement of Andrew Luck, which happened in August of 2019, and they have been looking and looking. They had Carson Wentz here last year. They tried to get something out of Matt Ryan. It looks like that's over with. They've had a list of quarterbacks that have been here since Andrew Luck, who was so good and so talented, but with injuries and other things, it had enough. And so now the question is, where do they go? And they're looking at a potential top 5 draft pick in the upcoming draft, and maybe their best opportunity to land a quarterback.
Another handoff to Kelly. He gets a gain of about 1, if that.
You've got an owner that wants to win. He's a fan. He wants to spend money.
So it is a timeout by Indianapolis. And we go to another commercial break as we are just under 5.5 minutes left to play in this one. As it's been kind of brutal. Has not been the most exciting game, that is for sure. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5.
Third down and 5. Chargers have run the ball 8 consecutive times.
And another little play action here. Herbert to the right, fires for Keenan Allen, but that one is well defended by the Colts. Tackled by McLeod Jr. And they will get no gain, so it'll bring up a 4th and 4.
So we'll take a 30-second break and come back after a word from T-Mobile.
So another quick break. I'm just going to mute that. Then we will... Looks like the Chargers will punt. Like I say, that one was well defended by McLeod. He was able to come down and able to hold on to that tackle on Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, if you took Keenan Allen, you definitely won today. I did not take Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen with 11 catches for 104 yards. He has had himself a really, really good night.
24 of 31, 1 interception in the game. 2 interceptions in the win over Tennessee, no touchdowns. A couple of touchdown runs in the game by Eckler. There's a little frustration for Herbert with the way they've played offensively here tonight, but the defense has had a nice night. We take a look at our electric play brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, a 5-sack night.
I'm going to mute that just for that music. Now we're back. 1st and 10 for the Colts as Nick Foles is still in this game. He checks it down to Moss, and Moss will get – that was actually Jackson on the catch. He'll get a gain of about 6.
Start this possession with the Colts down 17.
Yeah, big deal, though, for Justin Herbert, for a young quarterback, when you lead your team, assuming they're able to close this out. I anticipate they will. To get your first playoff berth and get a chance to go experience playoff football. It's going to be a great experience for him and his team.
Throws down the middle. That one is Sam Pittman. Why I say Sam Pittman? Michael Pittman.
Well, hey, we've seen teams, Tampa
Sam
Bay
Pittman.
in particular. We watched it against New Orleans. I watched it last night. Hey, they can get hot here late in the 4th quarter. Anything
Sure
can happen.
Sure can. Chargers clinch a playoff spot with a win tonight. 1st down, Indianapolis, and Jackson stays in to the right of Foles. Foles is bottled up, and that will be.
And Foles will finally go down. It is not going to happen, Angie. This is not the night for the Colts.
On the night for this Chargers defense.
And I would say not the year for the Indianapolis Colts as well.
And with nowhere to really go with the football, no time to find anyone. And over there on that Chargers sideline, so you got guys lined up, wanting out there on the field to see if maybe they can't get to Foles, knowing that the Colts are in passing mode.
Colts with their 6 sacks allowed. They did not allow 6 sacks in any of Jeff Saturday's 188 starts.
And down goes Foles. Once again.
I mean, this offensive line is, and it's a one-dimension game with the Colts back there throwing, but they can't protect for any length of time at all.
It's you know, who gets to play quarterback next week? You know, not sure anybody's wanting to sign up for that job.
3rd down and 21.
Foles on a 3rd and 21, set up a running back screen, gets to the 40, and will be brought down at the 45. True, Colts have too much chaos this year. Coach and offense. Coach got fired. Yep. It's just been it hasn't been a good year at all for the Colts. Gonna have to go to the drawing board, that's for sure. As we are now 4th and 9, Colts are going to go for it, but I think we're going to get to the 2-minute warning first, and we do. So that will get us to the 2-minute warning, as this has been all Chargers. Hasn't been the most exciting game, of course, but we'll see. Chargers going to be able to pick up a win and advance their record to 9-6, as the Colts are going to fall to a 4-10-1. You talking about for the Colts there, Angie? I don't know. I ultimately don't think Jeff Saturday is the right hire. There's too many good football coaches out there to give it to a guy who really hasn't coached at this level. I think if the Colts are smart, they'll go out and interview some candidates that are worthy of it, and Colts will probably go a different direction. That's what I would think. I like Jeff Saturday, but I don't think he's a head coach in the NFL.
Joe and Troy, good evening, guys.
Well, a pleasant good evening to you, kind sir. During this holiday season, we'll have a chance to talk to you, Scott. At the end of this one, Chargers leading by 17, 4th down and 9. For Nick Foles, who's making his first start in exactly 1 calendar year. They're asking a lot of him. Not much run game.
You think?
No work with the first-string offense until this week. Here he is on 4th down. Pittman is not going to get it.
Probably asked a lot of Jeff Saturday as well.
Good point. A minute 55 to go.
So they get a turnover, as the Chargers will be able to just run this clock out now. All right, so we're back.
Conference, they would need some help. They would need to win out.
Yeah, going to be a lot of fun. Those two guys, two of the faces of our league, and the young guns, and what a pleasure it'll be to watch them play next week.
A way of looking back in this one for Brandon Staley's defense. They allowed just 3 points in the game, a season-high 7 sacks, 3 interceptions in the game, tying a season high. Didn't allow a third down conversion. Just 10 first downs allowed total. And the offense was pretty good, considering the weapons that they
So the Chargers take a knee and finally finish this one out. Appreciate you very much, Angie. This one is going to come to an end. The Chargers win by 17 points. They beat the Colts in Indianapolis 20-3. Pretty well boring game. But I won my parlay with Justin Herbert passing for over 200 yards and winning this game. So that will do it, guys. Appreciate each and every single one of you for coming in, hanging out. The Chargers advance to 9-6 and beat the Colts 20-3. Until next time, guys, stay humble, stay kind. Peace.